DLC.
And then
Christian, anything else you want to mention?
I do have my last game in my Christian's Random Apple Arcade game recommendation. It is a game people probably know, but it is now free. Free. It feels weird to say. Part of your paid subscription that you're maybe paying for to watch Monarch. If you listen to Apple Music and want to watch Monarch, guess what? Apple gave you this also as part of the Apple One sub. And it's Downwell, specifically Downwell Plus is part of the Apple Arcade subscription. Downwell, I don't know if we ever talked about on this show. Maybe we did. I mean, it's fantastic. It's a, quote, platformer, but you're constantly falling down. You're going down a well, randomized power-ups, one more run, simplistic look, black and white only, maybe 16-bit era pixel work, a little more advanced than original NES. And you're just falling. You can jump and then you fall down and you're going down the screen and you got little enemies popping in. And the change of perspective from left to right to down and the lack of finite control you have because you are falling versus, a jump arc a lot of players know makes it feel fresh and new. And it's an awesome game. Awesome game. If you haven't played it, you should play Downwell. It's fantastic. Downwell on mobile, I had not played before. I think it had been out, but now playing the free version on Apple Arcade. I think it's worth checking out if you have Apple Arcade, but it is not my favorite way to play Downwell. It doesn't support I don't have my phone with me. It doesn't support a controller because you actually play it in, portrait mode instead of landscape, which is great because it uses that real estate well. But then because of that, you can't put a backbone on it and kind of play it in that vertical mode. So you're using a touch screen, which is fine because it's only left, right, and action. I think it only uses 3 buttons, but it still puts those buttons at the bottom of the screen, which makes sense for the ergonomics of how you'd hold your phone in that portrait mode. But it stinks because it's right where the critical information would be. Like you want to see the lowest possible point because that's where you're going. And I feel like it just obstructs the view enough that, like, I don't know if they could have put the buttons on the top and have you, hold the phone all wonky, or just shorten the screen and put just the controls on the bottom. It's a phenomenal game. I don't think it's the best version of it, but you might already have it. And it's a great time waster because rounds are usually over fairly quickly. Downwell Plus, Apple Arcade.